Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Loki Studios. My name is Loki, and I'm here with
Mr. Gweko.
Mystic.
Daniel.
Mystic.
Yeah, man.
Mystic how? Like I know the bar.
All right, so the name is Mystic from the word mysterious, mystic.
Oh.
MYSTIC, but mine is now MIX for xylophone. TIC, mix tick.
So you feel say be mixtic. That's
Yeah,
why
mix tick.
That's why I give your name.
Yeah, I be
you choose
mysterious. That be the thing. Where I get the
Uh,
name from, Peter Tosh.
Peter Touch.
Yeah.
Why meet him directly, personally?
Oh, no, not necessarily, but my favorite album be the Mystic Man album.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, today's episode is a new episode. It's a new content. It's a new segment. So this is off the mic. This one is a new program we are bringing to you, and then we talk on our mind. So we bring up an issue and then we discuss. So if you have any issue or if you have any comments to make, you can leave your comments in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, and then put us on post notification for more videos to prompt you on new episodes we are going to bring. So on today's off the mic, this is the virgin content. So I have this thing I've always been saying. Ghanaians don't like change. So I want us to discuss streaming. What is streaming? What is it about? Do you know what streaming is? How many people are streaming in Ghana? The cons and pros of streaming. And even if we have streamers in Ghana. So I feel like we don't have streamers in Ghana. That is why I want us to discuss this thing. And then there are so many opportunities when it comes to streaming in Ghana. And then there's so much money to be made. You know, streaming alone can reduce unemployment in this country. Yeah. You get, so there are so many opportunities on the internet which we are not making good use of. So I feel like let's discuss, what do you know by, or what do you understand of streaming?
Okay, well, I'd say streaming is, it's more like watching a football match live. Yeah, streaming. But this time around is the human being like showing his daily life, like maybe being funny, like vibing with his chat and all that. And I think there are a few streamers in Ghana, but they are not well known because they don't get the support like they are supposed to. Because we are a lot in this country. We have Kev the Wave, we have Demis Manuel, and I think Ariba is not really a streamer, but he has been streaming with Kev the Wave. And so far they're the only ones I know. And then Fahim too is just, but then I don't. They are not really streamers, but Escape the Wave is the one that I know more. And then them is Manuel. So they are streamers.
Yes, and then Made in Ghana. I think Made in Ghana has also started streaming. I don't know if.
So I've never come across Made in Ghana. Yeah, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Mystic.
We have everything in Ghana except, active data. And then electricity.
Okay.
That's electricity being like, you know what I mean, like consistent electricity you not get. And then data like a 5G, 10G, like now China is in 10G and they just, within short seconds, you can stream a lot of things at the same time. We have issues with data. But if you talk about streaming, provided you are providing the service of streaming in any form, then you are streaming. But the actual issue is people who patronize streamers has become our biggest issue, but not necessarily streamers.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
But the streaming is an activity. The moment you are engaged in it, whether you have the followers or not, you are doing it.
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
So you are a streamer. But as to the result, the people who, consume the content have become the issue. Because the more people consume what you stream, then your ratings go higher. That will make you more popular and then more visible. But if your streaming content are not being patronized by the people who are to stream them, you are a streamer, but
You're streaming for yourself.
yeah.
I think that is the problem. I think it's not only in the case of streaming, but it's a problem we all face in Ghana.
Yes.
Because
across any venture.
In Ghana, because Ghanaians are not the type to, we are not really open-minded. We are not ready to accept new things into our culture.
Okay, don't worry, we'll come to that. What do you say what your name was?
I didn't ask you dreams. Oh, this is I didn't have. Oh, my name is Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel.
You don't know my name, okay? Fine. So what did they talk about streaming? Okay, so I would say streaming is more like the act of recording content for maybe some audience to maybe save for some other day, because streaming, as time goes on, somebody might demand watching again, so the person might come back to it. So that is basically streaming, and there is difference between streaming and going live. Yes, live, I don't think it is being recorded. We are event in this year and Japan, but then streaming. What
I think both are types of streaming.
Yes.
Do you understand? One is consumed concurrently. So as you are live, you are consuming, you are streaming. And then we have the recorded, pre-recorded, which are visuals that people record and upload. In that case, when you upload it to and someone chances on it, or a follower knows you and it's following that content, they can also stream it as well. So streaming comes in various forms. Some even download it and still stream it when they download.
So let's stay on the topic of live streaming.
All right.
Okay. So just like what Kai Sennett is doing, just like what Speed is doing, you understand? So let's be on that conversation, the live streaming.
Sure.
So with the live streaming, how many platforms do we have for live streaming? And then even with the platforms, how many of them can we say are monetized in our region? Okay. Facebook is
recently brought
monetization in Ghana. This thing has been conversations that we've talked about so many years. It was only recent, I think last year or something. That is when they said they brought monetization to us. So monetization is a bit of a factor when it comes to this streaming thing. So what do you think with the platforms we have, and then the conversation around this whole thing?
So I think Twitch. I don't know. I'm not very sure if Twitch is available. I think it's available in Ghana. You can stream on Twitch. Yes. Yeah, you can stream on Twitch. Yes. So I think most of us.
And then what about their revenues? Can they pay you directly?
Yeah, I think. I'm not really sure about that. I don't know.
Because
but I think yes. Yes.
When I read about it, in Ghana they've not really given us a payment platform. Okay. Yes. So you have to take the money through another means before you get it in Ghana. But then when in Nigeria, I think they've given them a platform where they can take their revenues directly into their accounts.
So the reason is that with Nigerians, they are actively doing it, and then they have people actively supporting the streamers. Do you understand? Because why would I come in? Why would I spend time somewhere where I'm not wanted? You understand? So so the streaming platform, the owners of the platforms, they see that then they have a lot of stuff going on about Nigeria. There are people patronizing the streamers in Nigeria. So then let's make it easy for them, because people they're actually on the platform. Ghana, how many people are on the platform? How many people watch the platform? They will not watch.
You don't even have to miss. When I come in Ghana,
me. Yeah.
So what do you think about the platforms?
The platforms, they exist. We have the YouTubes, we have the TikToks, we have the Facebooks, we have the IGs where people stream things, and some have given us the opportunity to monetize our content that people are doing. But with my experience in that area, two things, okay? One is the cultural problem, and the other is the structural problem. Where the cultural problem has everything to do with one, religion and family. Good. Why religion? We are a little bit of superstitious in nature, and Ghanaians are always relying on what God say and what people tell them that God say.
Yeah.
So every time they want to know that what it is that they are going to do, God has passed it or agreed before they do.
They feel like
I remember before pre-COVID, where pastors used to preach that social media and all this internet and everything is for the devil.
Yeah.
So you know,
666.
yeah, a lot of people would just desist from it. And that time when you are doing a live video and you will not get anybody watching, even if your church members are, you are your followers, they will not watch, because what it is that their doctrine is, what do people, their opinion leaders, their religious leaders, what do they tell them about where they should be and how and what they should do, has become a problem. So after COVID, now when COVID came, the same people who were preaching that is the devil's place, don't go. They took the services. Now you realize that the same church people who were not going started adapting. So COVID has even changed a lot of the mindset of people towards how they stream. Before COVID, it was even worse, which means the cultural factor, the generational factor, all those things have affected the way people think about streaming. I recall when I was managing a certain artist. Okay, let me just put this on record. Her family and parents said they heard that if you put things on YouTube, you make money. Mm-hmm. Do you get it? So automatically they feel streaming is money. So irrespective of whatever the content may be or however, if they go there and they don't get money, they don't have to be there. Now everybody is trying to use that mean as a business. It's like selling of pure water. The moment someone heard that somebody has sold pure water here has made money, the person will also start selling pure water. If it would take like 1,000 people to sell pure water at the same place, they will all come and sell at the same place because they know somebody has built a house from that. And that is how bad it is with the way we think about streaming here. And when we go further, I'll explain.
So, Danny, what be your mind on these platforms and things?
Well, as my brother
Mike.
And be say we no go fee and the platforms or whatever or more penny for they no go fee give it or authorize whatever we need. But then the thing is, how many people go do? Where how many people go watch? The Nigerians people always will compare one body with almost dozen, bro.
So they mean say the market, the addressable market safe.
You get
I don't think it's a matter of omodoso because it's a matter of are you open-minded? Like, are you ready to accept new things? Because then if the baby they are not open-minded, they will not go mind.
I also see it as a matter of risk. Okay.
Sometimes you don't blame them. Say na me bra cannot. Oh no, the one city need 2 cities. I got na wow. Oh no, the kakra no nya no they ba beto no. One fan ko to data bet na streams. So now boring life no bro.
Well, that is fine, but I mean they usually they actually watch things that are even on funnier than like we don't find what is funny. We find what is unfunny funny. That is the problem that is wrong.
The thing is the risk, okay? Nigerians are risk takers everywhere. They grab opportunities as and when they can. Sometimes you see Nigeria is in a certain level, then we come in at a point that we are coming towards them. They are far gone. It's not about their market, but it's about how they take risk. Nigerians can go into every country and do any type of thing, provided it is working. The way they accept it quickly and the way they rush towards it. Ghanaians are a little bit conservative. We are more relaxed. We want to see who is doing it. Okay, is my pastor doing it? If my pastor is doing it, then it's good for me.
Yeah.
It's my mother doing it. If my mom is doing it, then it's good for me. But which type of parent do you have in Ghana? The parent who will not buy a tablet for their kid. They say, we are collaborating. Whoa, we are collaborating. You see, they always scare the child of change. They always, papa, Antonio, where am I? You see, every time Ghanaians always restrict people politically, socially.
Even with technology.
With technology, every time they always want to restrict you. But look at me. My kids, the two of them have tablets. They use it all the time. I don't take it away from them. But I understand where these things are leading to. If I don't put them into it. So it is a mindset thing. That's what I'm saying. a cultural. It is in the head of people that streaming in some way. And one annoying thing about the whole thing is the false competition that people create around the streaming. Ask me why. If I tell you that, Charlie, start streaming you. Hey, minya 1,000 videos, no, minya $2. That is when all the other people will start thinking about streaming.
Yeah.
They want to know what they will benefit from.
I think that is the positive thing, because the more the merrier. The more we go on the platform, the more the owners will see that.
That is when the issue of the content thing come in. The quality of the content.
Yeah.
If everybody is doing it, chaff, there will be garbage in garbage. There will be a lot of chaff in the system.
You know what? It's just like the way TikTok is now.
Yeah.
Most of the time when you go on TikTok now, it's just baller.
Yeah.
Nothing. They don't create.
They don't support
own content.
They don't
Like
support
quality content.
the growth of one.
Yes, you can decide to create content, and then you can decide to be original. You create your own content. But now, it's just trends. Someone is doing something, then they decide to hop on it. And then you can go on somebody's page, and in almost every video. You understand? So it makes when these companies who own these platforms want to even come and then do something, they watch and say no. Before we be like, they will be serious. We know they see any property and they do.
Yeah. You see, make I use movies. Let me use movies as the best example to explain how our streaming culture is. Okay, you look at a Hollywood movie or a Bollywood movie. Okay, then start look at the partnerships. You see, so and so production in collaboration with this production, that production. Sometimes you see up to almost about 15 to 30 production houses coming together to produce just one movie. Resources, executive producers, you see almost about 10 to 15 executive producers bringing all their money to support one movie to be a hit for them all to share and make their money.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So money will go into quality. One, money will come out of quality and a lot of people will share. Now, how is it in Ghana? Now, this is a low-key production, right?
Yeah.
If I believe in low-key, okay, I'll put my resources into low-key. Agbeko will put resources into low-key. Daniel, you put resources into low-key, right? Everybody here decides that, okay, low-key is the one we have to back to make money. We all put money into it. If low-key phase go and then the money start coming and low-key start sharing it, we'll have good enough, right? Money.
Yeah.
But then the Ghana setup, if low-key has started, me too, I'll start. Me too, I'll start. Me too, I'll start. This person too will start. Now we'll be competing each other.
Instead of supporting each other.
Good. So how can we bring out quality? How can we bring out the best? Because you have to share content among each other. Because maybe what I am doing, you can't do it. You too, you can't do. You can. And we are competing for a certain number. If we are 7 million, and then maybe seven of us are doing content differently, we are all competing to get 1 million each of the 7 million people.
Yeah.
Either I can get all the 7 million, you get 0, or I'll get maybe 15 million, you get it. So that demarcation. By the end, what type of content are you using to serve those people? So it's a whole conversation.
Yeah. So now you want to say something?
So with the competition side, I think, social media nowadays, nobody will follow something that's boring. We all want something that's controversial. Competition is something that gives back and forth.
Yeah.
Everybody loves
in every
back and
business,
forth.
competition is
Of
good.
course.
Understand?
Of
So I think a perfect example is, I don't know if you know Sub-Zero, this dancer from Militant Dance Family. I think you know that.
Militant,
And then this guy, Juvenile.
Yeah.
For like a whole month, Juvenile fans and Sub-Zero fans going back to back. Sub-Zero is better, Juvenile is better in each and everybody's comment. So even if you're not following them, they'll appear on your FYP regardless. And then that is what promotion, because of the hits both of them are getting. You understand? So that is.
So you ask yourself, where do those people, which country are they coming from?
They are
Ghanaians.
They are Ghanaians,
Yes.
coming from Ghana.
Yeah.
Good. Who are the people supporting them?
Ghanaians.
Is it people who appreciate that these two people, when we push them, is going to go? or the other type of mindset, which is these people
they don't have to. They don't have to have that mindset to support them.
But
once
they have.
you comment, the TikTok algorithm is such that once you engage on a particular post, then they say, okay, they need to pick. Then they know what they push it ahead. So like that way, because you don't know who is watching the content.
Good.
You understand? So they organized a competition, a dance competition. If it had come off, it would have been probably one of the biggest
Just
dance
like
competitions. But it didn't come off. It would have been probably one of the biggest competitions that could have been organized. But it didn't come off. I think because of some.
But do you know what's interesting? These people, by the time you realize the people streaming are not Ghanaians.
Yes.
It will amaze you when you go and then you check the impressions and you check the geographics and you check all those things. You realize that they are Ghanaians, all right, but the people streaming are not Ghanaians.
So let's take it step by step.
Okay.
Let's take it for a Ghanaian supportive.
Not really.
Do Ghanaian supports?
Not really.
So let me start with Agbeku.
Like I said, Ghanaians are not open-minded. I before I started my fashion journey, I wanted to be a little bit different because I saw people doing streetwear and all that, but I was like, how if I do the same thing, how will I stand out? Because everybody's doing the same thing, so why would they stop and come and watch mine? So it's like until I started seeing content from other people like Wisdom K, Jarvis, and a couple of others.
Yeah, Wisdom. Wisdom.
So that's how I was like, okay, then let me be like these people. Even though I cannot be like them, let me follow their footsteps. So I started wearing vintage outfits, with vintage clothes. I started buying clothes like old school 70s, 80s, 50s. Yes. When I started going out with these things, people look at me in a weird way. I didn't mind, so I was just doing my thing. But whenever I post, then people come into my comment section. They'll be like, if I'm wearing a winter jacket in Ghana, what would I wear outside? What would I wear outside the country? And then and then they're like, I'm wearing this to class, and then my GPA will be low. How does my outfit relate to my GPA?
You will go right there, that's good.
Like yes, so if one guy left a comment on my session, he was like, oh, he saw me at this place and he thought that he had seen a madman. Can you imagine? So if you're not someone who is strong-willed, you'll be discouraged.
You just go give up. Simple.
You'll be discouraged because we are not educated. We don't know what we are about.
Yeah, you know what this thing is talking about. It's very serious. It be something serious where it have a toll on your mind.
Yeah.
If you know be somebody where you will talk say you never go give up. You just won't do like the way Shatawale did. Do the mind anymore.
But you know what changed?
You
know what changed? Blacko changed because Blacko became popular and he was wearing these things. That is when people started to accept fashion in a weird way. Yeah. You understand? We are so. I don't know if close-minded is correct.
It's very difficult for us to adapt to things.
Unless.
But you know, a lot of these things are not like Ghanaians too. These people who love these things you are doing, the Blackos and all those things that you are saying.
No, they are Ghanaians.
They are Ghanaians, but they are not Ghanaians. Like,
they are Ghanaians.
No, they are Ghanaians, but they are not Ghanaians. Like typical.
Mindset.
The mindset, typical.
You know, they are
some are affluent.
Yes.
You know, some they read, they learn, they study, they follow. They are ready to change, and that's what I'm saying. It's a generational thing, and that happens within a certain generation. You know, it starts from some generation growing. They see life differently. The kind of movies they watch. The kind of cartoons, all these things that they see have a certain impact on the way they understand things. But I know if it's like my generation and above, they will insult you. And a lot of time they base it on a saying. They say, "Oh, a prophet is not honored in his homeland." It has killed a lot of creativity. It's like it is there that if you are Ghanaian and we are Ghanaians, you are not the one we should support. If you are doing it in Ghana, we don't have to. Unless we see that you have traveled abroad, outside. Or you are doing it with Nigerians and all those things. And it has become so crazy that now some artists who are blowing are artists who get the opportunity to travel outside Ghana and go to maybe Nigeria or something, or sing like Nigerians before they start accepting them. So it's just like that thing has become a big defect. A country where Chewa is being called a witch because she acted a movie and she's a witch. Look at that mindset. She said it got to a time she couldn't even walk in. People see her, they call her.
Because even if she's going to
No,
buy
I
something,
think that one is not only an African problem because there are people outside the country as well because of the particular role they played in movies. People
People feel
used
like
to
they are
perceive
like
them like the way they were in the movies. That is normal because we tend to watch the movies as though they are real. So that one I wouldn't blame.
But it's a mindset thing. You just have to understand that it's a mindset.
I understand, but I'm saying that it's not only Ghanaians. You see, that is not really our main problem right now. You see, our main problem is that we have decided not to change. We have decided not to. Because can you imagine? I posted something. Somebody came to comment under and said, "Slave mentality." So, like you and I, who has the slave mentality now? Because you are saying that I have slave mentality because I am trying to dress like the Westerners. But how do the Westerners dress? Like, can you tell me how the Westerners dress? You see, so I mean that you are having a slave mentality to the extent that you think that because I'm a Ghanaian, I shouldn't be dressing like this. But I mean, clothes are made for everybody to wear. You understand? But because we are not open-minded and we are.
How do you measure that?
Come again?
How do you measure that? Change is relative.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they look at you and tell you that, and then there is the same way you would also look at someone and also say something else because the culture you are adapting to against the culture they are coming from, it's never at par. The question is, where do we put the crossroad to agree?
But then these things, you can measure them from the way people behave and then the way people think.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say the comments the guy left on his page or on his wall like this. When I come to the same page and I ask myself, what is happening? What did the guy do that
Good.
you're calling him a slave?
Good.
You understand? So based on my
But will it be
experience and-
obvious that
Obvious.
when you, the third party, come and see, you can match the comment to the image or the activity and see that, is it because of the way he has dressed? That is why the guy is saying.
That is why he said that.
Yeah, so
No,
it's
basically
because of
why
the
he said
picture.
that.
It's because of the picture.
It's because of the picture.
Yes.
Yeah, that is it. But the picture is there. But is it the dressing or is the person?
It's the dress.
I don't.
Yes.
I mean, I don't get. It's just the outfit that made him make that
Yes.
comment.
Yes,
But
'cause-
that's what I'm saying, that it's relative. It is, it is not going to be very easy to assume that maybe he has some personal issues with you too.
Oh.
It is
No,
possible.
It's a
No,
stranger.
I'm
because,
just-
because the page is about fashion.
Sure.
So everything posted there is
Okay,
fashion.
okay.
That is
Cool.
why.
I understand.
So Danny,
I
are
understand.
Ghanaians supportive?
No.
Do you have any experience?
Gabriel.
What didn't Ghanaians support? And then
No,
are Ghanaians easy to change or
They are
are
not
they
easy.
easy to adapt to change?
They are not easy. Like, they are not easy. In all aspects, they are not easy. And talk of supportive, no. Especially the people you know. Those you don't know, they support better than the people you know. Imagine you selling something. This is a lifetime experience. Like, almost everybody experienced this. You selling something. The person you know about, if because I didn't 10 cedis, or because I know you, so take me like 5 cedis.
But
the person you
I
don't know-
want you to relate it to live streaming so that we can stay on the topic.
Okay, if I'm relating it to live streaming, I would say no, still no, because no, me if I get the money, buy data, go live. On also bedroom, on no need to or to data now, but the barber show no, you they get. I don't know if
And then
you follow that.
and then Ghanaians have this feeling of they will call baby. I will do.
Very we made you.
Into the organ.
We made you. Member share now play.
That kind of
So
mentality.
we are all being too smart.
Yeah, you want to be
Yes.
smart.
We are all being too, but that is not how
You want to
it's
feel
supposed
like
to be.
yeah, we get some brain. Something.
We all won't be smart, but you know, if you dey support somebody with your heart, I mean, for not get that kind of
But
mindset.
you know, ask me that question or you know finish it.
If
You answer finish.
You get something talk I fit talk.
I don't know if you answer
I'll
finish
finish.
first. You
I'll
sure?
finish, yes.
Well, Ghanaians no be passion driven.
yeah, true.
We be success driven.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
they
understand?
don't
Yeah. We know they support people with their passion and you know ideas, and we only they support the success. So
True.
it be like if you start a build house, you can say, hey, if you time and Akwe, we see, you know, Akwe pa, share. But if the house you finish with, you'll be, Akwe, let's go.
Not to cut you short, but before Blacko became popular, like his career was forward on hate. He said
I remember
yes.
Yeah, there was
Yes. It was hate.
I always say, the animal knows a D&D.
Yes. That is how he became popular.
Was a all your video he put in energy. So he was on top of his voice. And obi hu video na anakwabe ni.
You see.
As a comedy na day.
But it was,
They are not passion driven.
Yes,
You see,
it's
they are
because
not
of the
passion.
hate.
They are
That's why he
success
became-
driven.
I believe
They only love the success. You know, when you start making money, food they can get goodies from you. You know, I've built pages, you know, and you start building a page and, you know, you build numbers and it's not going. But then you start saying, oh, I go sell Momo. If you do this, I go sell Momo.
To see them.
That's how come these, what's the name? These guys in a real life, what's the name of that? That guy.
Azonto.
No. This Deuces. That's how Deuces built his audience. You know, he built it based on goodies, giveaways. You know, they do that. That is what Ghanaians want. And even if it's a company, they want to know promotion. And even if you are a streamer, and you maybe so and so in the link. So you attract them with goodies.
You start
too serious, they don't really want. But if they see that you can offer goodies, you know, free things, you know,
on your live
something, you know,
then
because they are more success driven.
So the next thing is, do you think people are actually putting out good content? So let's say if I pick my phone today and I decide to stream a content creator who is going live or who is doing live streaming, are they interesting to watch, or do they give us the kind of quality content? Maybe you can watch someone and you pick something from them. You know what? Speed. Speed is a streamer.
Yeah.
He's a big time streamer from the US. Sure. Recently, he went to China. He went to explore the place. So me watching him live, I get to see what is happening in China. I get to see the environment, the people, the culture, and all these things.
They are not supporting the small ones.
So I think someone like Woody Maya. Is it Woody Maya?
Yeah, Woody Maya.
Look at what he's doing, and he's a Ghanaian. I think one of the best YouTubers in Africa.
Just the best, not the one.
Yes.
Africa.
Yeah, when it
Or
comes to
Ghana.
Africa,
The best.
Yeah. I'm just
he can be
generalizing.
in top 5. Save.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. And he's a Ghanaian.
Yes.
So, and do you qualify him as a streamer?
No.
No, it's not a streamer.
He's
No,
not a
I
streamer.
want to know
He's a
because
YouTuber. He's a
I want to
content
understand. Yeah, I want to understand the difference between the people you call the streamers and then the content creators.
Yes.
Because I have seen Woody Maya on Facebook stream live.
So
I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah,
so
so-
in that context, what do you call him?
So it's because this is what you are known for.
Yeah.
If people know you to be going live all the time, like you are streaming. So
Yeah.
let's say on Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch is a platform we know people to
Stream
stream
a lot.
on that
Okay.
platform. YouTube is also a streaming platform.
Yeah.
You can stream.
Sure.
But then, you know, when you shoot, it's a pre-recorded something, post-production, and then before you post, we know, okay, you are a YouTuber, you are a content creator. Even though streaming is also content creation,
Sure.
but it's more like on the go.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
So it's not concurrent.
Yes, but then for the live streaming, we know that this person, this is what he does. He doesn't produce anything and do
Go
anything.
edit or do it's just live.
That was what I
raw.
was trying to say.
Yes, this
When
is
defining,
raw. So
stream.
when I'm
That was what I
any
was
mistakes I do, I don't edit them. It's just raw. So anything you see is just live.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
What's happening? Like,
That's-
going
So
there.
so that is why I'm asking. How many people can give you that that kind of content?
It's rare. It's very rare in
Yeah, so
Ghana
it's-
to get that.
It's not. I don't think it's rare. It's all just boils down to our sense of humor. I've watched Cave the Wave and then Papi Kojo live stream. It was nice because Papi Kojo is naturally a funny guy. Cave the Wave is a funny guy. Just that their sense of humor is not what Ghanaians want.
But
Ghanaians
should it always be about sense of humor?
no, you see,
It should be
so, okay, so-
impact.
Yes,
You know, the
yes,
impact on
yes,
audience.
yes.
If you go solely on sense of humor, other things,
But you know-
developmental and other things might not be considered because it's not
Yes.
everything that's supposed to be happiness or
Because
fun.
the
Listen,
education.
it's entertainment.
Papi Kojo can decide
Listen,
to-
it's entertainment.
But Papi Kojo can decide to.
But
on
should
that, on
should
that
all
line-
streaming be on entertainment?
Yes.
Kaisenat stream, apart from the streamers using there's nothing there you go be like, okay, I'm learning this, I'm learning that. It's all about entertainment.
So I understand you, but then where people know at least is entertainment alright. But if you base everything on just being comedy or being
Like humor.
we're mistaken, because there are so many things we can learn on. Even with the Papi Kojo thing, he can go and then decide to, okay, let me talk about my relationship between me and Joey B. People get to know, okay, what is happening. You understand? And then he can even go there and then talk about the music industry. Why people feel like he's being slow, why things are not going right. All these things are things, it's not even funny.
But you know one funny thing.
But it is live
One
stream.
funny thing about Ghanaian content is religious content being streamed are the one that goes a lot.
Oh yeah, people are on
People like religious and superstitious content. You know, it has become so serious to the extent that if someone died, whether the person died naturally or what, they will find some sort of superstitions around it and come and then to start doing live video and any person may see and that kind of a Kumasi streaming and all those things, and people follow those things.
Why
Kumasi?
they come for you.
Why Kumasi?
But I have to be very realistic.
but why
I have to be
Kumasi?
very. I have to, because that's how the language and everything, the town and the areas they are streaming from.
Why
But-
Kumasi?
but-
No.
They often
Why Kumasi?
I'm mouse that kind of
Vibe.
vibe.
and they do. I have to mention it because it often comes from there.
Yeah.
But I don't think we should even complain about people streaming religious stuff. I mean, that is what they want to stream. Understand? That is the religious.
That's
like,
what I'm
because
saying.
we
That's
have-
what goes.
we have every.
So it's just
Yes, you
because
have categories.
we are
more
talking
like-
about
yes.
streaming in general.
Yeah,
You
and
understand?
you
So I
realize that people are so Ghanaians are so much.
Because-
See something like a friend say Alpha Hour. The pace at which Alpha Hour grew.
people are there. Like
They were there and say someone can come and say that Alpha Hour made them buy a car. You know, it was so serious that you see that the way our emotions are so attached
To
to
religion.
religion.
Yeah.
And that's why I say we need to look at the area. Are we people who are moved by humor, or we are moved by
Religion.
emotions?
Yeah.
We are moved more by emotions than humor.
Exactly. So listen, the
Because
Alpha
someone
Hour-
like Dada KD's deaf,
See-
just look at the kind of content he raised online. But if it's funny, they are not interested.
they're wrong. I don't.
A lot of time,
I'm
funny
not with you
things.
there. You see, I think the Alpha Hour, the kind of feeling Alpha Hour give people is the reason why people are there. So what is your reason for them being with you?
And that's what I'm
Understand?
saying. Don't generalize it to humor. They don't have sense of humor. Because you keep saying that a lot.
It's that is all that is where it boils down to, because let's
No,
say,
it can't boil down to
listen,
that.
listen.
Because if you
Listen.
feel Alpha Hour has some kind of emotion and attachment, then you should know that it is the type of content that people create.
Pella, what is he known for? What am I learning on Pella's live stream? Nothing. I'm
But
just
what?
there to laugh. And
No.
You know, I'm there
But
to.
you know what? People tend to make mistake that Pella is just fooling. But then when he's on live, he can talk about Nigeria. He even talks about something you don't even know is in
Yes,
Nigeria.
but
you've learnt it.
but what
But then you are concentrating on-
what drew you to his life is because he's funny like that.
No.
If you see, if you think that way, you have issues connecting with consumers, because consumers don't have one trait. They don't consume based on one thing.
Yeah.
If the humor is the reason why you feel people have to go online, then because it's fun, that's why people go there. Then when you will be disappointed in a lot of ways, because life is not only about when people want to be happy or laugh or fun.
I
You
think
don't- you
I
don't-
think
you
my
don't
brother
see
is
to get
coming
it.
from the personality aspect.
Yeah, personality,
you
but
don't see to understand.
he keeps hammering
No,
on the humor, and
let's
that's
say
where my problem is.
Kev the Wave. There are a lot of people doing food reviews in Ghana. We have people who go to
chop bars.
and then the food. But Kev the Wave, he buys the food, and then the way he even does the food reviews, It's funny. You laugh. So whilst you are enjoying the review and then knowing that okay, this food is good, this food is not good,
I feel the wrong use of word funny.
Maybe
It's my brother. You will say he's creative. No, you see, you need to use the right words because it all boils down to creativity.
Listen, so he's creative.
Yes.
And then the creativity results to him being funny. So
No. The funny can't describe the end result or the outcome of the reason why people love it.
The reason why I love watching
You
this,
see,
you don't understand.
but maybe I might not find it funny, but I'll find it creative.
Yes.
I might not laugh to it, but I'll still follow it.
It's because of the way he's going to create the content for you. You understand?
He's skillful.
And then-
He's creative.
And then you can't tell me that he's doing it because he wants you to
People
laugh.
to laugh.
He's doing it because he's rating the foods. So at the end of the day, he's trying to tell you that this food is nice, this one is not nice. That is what he's doing. No?
Yes.
But then he has added a bit of.
Yes, in his own way.
He's
yes.
unique.
Uh-huh.
You know, he has the unique features. He's unique. He's
That kind of-
special.
that kind of
You know,
feeling.
he's creative,
what I'm-
innovative.
So what I'm saying
These
is
are
that
the things we should
I'm
be talking
trying,
about.
All I'm trying to say is that something must draw you to someone.
Of course.
Exactly.
So their personality. So it's more like when they are doing the content, they want you to always stick to them. So maybe they'll try and then Abia, I'm trying to tell you that Nipanye, just like the way the skits or the way our movies especially, the movies we used to watch back in the days about how you don't have to trust a friend and all that.
Yeah.
But then they put in as a
Yeah.
and then Lewin is in the movie. He's fooling, but it's not because
But the
of
message
fooling.
is still there.
But then the message, you understand? But then the message is what we are all looking at. But then at the end of the day, how they want to put the thing
So
together
what he is
is
trying
what-
to say, I think I understand what he's trying to say is answer na kwakoshe sa nipa nya no. Ebia hu Lewin. As you see Lewin for the distant top no where you see
But
make
it's
go sick of
that's what I'm
Lewin.
saying. It's a wrong benchmark. You can't benchmark
But that is how
it
it
to
is.
Lewin and the funny aspect of it. But you
But at
can.
the end of the day, you get the message, you get the.
But I might watch and then I don't find it funny, but I still watch it
Lewin not
because
being
I love
funny
it.
to you is
Not
there.
not
That one
not
is
not
different.
with Lewin to say, but maybe that movie, the humor. I might not watch it based on humor.
Yeah.
But there might be something else like the quality of the movie, the maybe the directing,
Yeah, the
the
production.
production,
Okay,
the pictures, the
Obi our
image.
interest.
That is
Everybody
the
get
thing.
interest.
That's what
Everybody
I
get
want him to
interest. But
understand.
then the whole thing is before this interest, then everything will come inside. I would say something must attract you. I think that is where my
that is how creative you are.
That is how creative. That's the creativity. Good.
The creative. You are not the only creative person in this.
Yes.
You
That
understand?
is why it's
So
creative.
What makes you unique?
That
is where
that
it's
is
That's
creativity.
unique.
Hold on. No.
Okay.
If you are talking about being creative or whatever, it is a whole distant circle.
Okay.
With inside the circle, what's inside?
Yeah.
You understand? That is where my brother comes in.
No,
Saying,
but you
"I'm
see,
coming,
he
coming."
leaves the point at they don't have sense of humor.
Oh no, he was trying to
you
say
say-
something.
No,
But
no.
then
No,
I
no,
feel
no.
we
He
need
did.
to-
That was where his point. His point was.
Yeah, I
No,
feel he was trying
no.
to
His
say
point. No,
something.
no.
Listen,
His
no.
point has always been on humor, and a lot of it he keeps saying that they don't have humor.
Because
They don't have sense of
kept the
humor.
wave, the streamers we have in Ghana, they are funny people. They are funny people.
So that is more like the key.
But maybe I might not
is
follow
the
him.
attribute.
Okay, now let me give you a clear point. Maybe I might not follow the streamers that you are saying.
But Kev, the way me, I don't define I'm saying it be funny.
Good.
You understand?
Do you understand?
I dey watch him. I dey watch him.
Me, I like them a sense of humor. Yeah.
I come. We dey here we when they come talk say the one for Ghana here.
You say the most talented.
Asafo Powers.
Yes, good. That is
How many
where
people
Do you find him funny?
So that's
Do you
the
find
thing.
him talented?
See,
Nope.
and American. Oh yeah. Sir, word now I'm using the creative word is there, but then we didn't know. Answer maybe I share the camera quality then things like the video.
So why would you watch? Okay, why would you watch?
Okay,
Why would you watch
let
Akabineza? Why would you watch?
let me come. Okay, you see, we are talking about a creative industry. 5 minutes. We are talking about a creative industry. Okay, the creativity is there. The person has created that stream and the content. Okay, maybe I'm far away. I'm somewhere. Somebody finds it funny. Okay, and the person will come and say that, oh, chala kwa we or ya dey with the air siru brabehe. What I say, but someone can come and say, oh, yes, good, and someone can also come and see that. Akwa we so don we editing your money picture no behwe e bia na e betimi create content.
what
They
I'm
say
saying,
that's
yes.
why everybody varies with everybody.
So what he's trying to say is, if we pick low key, what makes you like low key? If you are mentioning low key, maybe
He didn't
No,
go specific.
No.
That's why
You didn't go
I
specific.
asked about Pella.
Yes.
I'm not going to watch Pele live stream because his camera is nice.
So
Or
he knows he's just going to laugh. But then if he goes and gets something extra, fine.
that is what is
You
that is
understand?
that is
You-
what
you-
is going
you,
to
you
draw me
don't
to
also
your live stream.
understand from the point of view
So that
I
is
am
his point
coming
of
from.
view.
This
It's
is-
not a
this is
general
streaming.
thing, but
Yeah,
he was generalizing
he was
it.
saying that
You understand?
Ghanaians don't
You
have sense of humor. We don't have sense of humor.
But we don't. Do we?
No, you
we
see,
don't.
it is wrong to use sense of humor to measure content. It
We-
can't be sense
we
of humor
don't have sense of
alone.
humor.
It can be.
Maybe there is a certain song in it.
You know what?
It can be something.
You know what?
Okay.
This guy, how do you call him? Scanty. Scanty is doing Scanty Explores, and then what he does is he goes to so many places, so many rural areas, picks content from there. These are places. There's nothing funny about the video, but people are watching.
Sure.
It's 1 million. Imagine so-called live stream. Then he's trying to tell us that okay, Kente ye say. Okay, in Grofo, albinos or ha, me koha menamha.
But then
I'm in the jungle.
I'm
This is
coming.
these are. Let's relax. And then there's even a content where the guy is always with animals, wild animals. I think you people have seen it. Imagine if he's doing live. People watch because they want to see what is happening. It's not even funny.
That one is there.
You
But
understand?
hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on. I'm coming.
listen,
I'm
we
coming.
are
Hold on.
benching-
Hold on. I'm coming. You
So
continue,
all those
you
things
continue,
are there.
I'm coming.
Thank
No,
you.
no,
Let me
I'm
come.
coming.
here.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, man, coming. Before Scanty Explores, there was KSS. I know hosty. Nakanti host to on right. Whatever Scanty was doing over there, then I know you will be. And no, and the man obey Scanty Explore.
Scanty wasn't. Do you know why? Do you
Hold
know
on,
why? Do you
hold
know
on,
why?
I dey
Do you know
come.
why? Scanty, no, not canning same plane.
Good. And then the man confirm when he say, "Yo, this guy is there."
But is
It's
it
not
funny?
It's not
Is
funny.
it funny?
No,
Aha,
relax.
that is
they
it.
are not using
I'm
the-
not saying
No,
everybody is
that
funny.
is
I'm
the
not saying
point.
everybody is
I'm not
funny.
Ghanaian.
Oh,
But
good,
Ghanaian
good,
is
good,
there.
good,
I'm
good,
not
good.
saying
Now
everybody is funny.
I'm with you now.
You understand?
Good.
There is this
No, it's
attribute
I'm not
with-
saying
with-
everybody
with
is funny.
somebody.
I never said everybody is
Eh,
funny.
that is-
We're talking about
I
Kev the
didn't-
Wave.
I didn't say
We were
that.
talking about Kev the
I
Wave.
didn't
Yes,
say that.
yeah, that is how I understand.
And I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. You know,
Scanty,
I'm
I
talking
cannot-
about we. He said Ghanaians don't have sense of humor.
Because I was relating it to a particular type of streamer.
But then when you say Ghanaians, pay, you
You've generalized it
Uh-huh.
in the
You
same. You
generalize
see,
it.
So right now we are talking about
Good.
the majority that does not support the kind of
Why most?
yes
so-
yes
Yes,
yes,
so you have to. That's why you have to.
So we have only a
No,
few
that's why you have to
percentage.
be. You clarify the message that
So you have to tell us
Eh?
okay.
Maybe most people.
So maybe you might say that
I
okay.
can't generalize
okay,
it.
Okay. Maybe there's maybe in content creation there's the comedy aspect where you can just make comedy just for laughs.
yes.
And then there are content you can also do to share culture, where you are from, and then the kind of people the kind of food they even eat. You know with food people can stream and then they are just eating.
yeah mukbang they call it mukbang.
People can eat and then stream.
Yeah.
That one is not funny. But when you see the kind of people watching this one, you know what? We want to benchmark ourselves with the people who are already there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So when you check the people who are already there, ask yourself how many people watch their content and laugh. Kai Sennett, they bring a crowd or Esri. But then he brings celebrities on and things, and they discuss stuff. Sometimes there are some controversies in rumors because or the mobile no more discuss here. They say, hey, okay, this is why. Okay, see. Even with those streams, news, there are news out of it, but then they were not funny. You understand? So maybe when you were saying the thing, you should have maybe
Make that
categorized
distinction
it.
that
Categorize it,
in
okay,
certain
like
cases,
this.
people don't have sense of humor.
But
So
most of these people built their pages because of like with humor, speed like this. He mentioned things wrongly. He's Cristiano Ronaldo. He said Cristiano Ronaldo. Sue. He says Sue. He said Sue.
I don't find him funny.
No, it was funny to some people. That is why they watch.
some people.
And then those people are the ones that made him who he is today.
No,
But
yes,
yes,
when you
some
say that, How do you
people-
measure? How do you measure?
You can't measure.
listen,
It's not
listen.
conclusive.
He'll be playing FIFA. You'll be like, what's the name? I'm very sure he knows the names of the players. Some players' names are weird, but he will intentionally mention a name in a very wrong way. People find it funny. They'll clip it and
But
come
it's
and
not the
post
whole
it.
world that
People
is following
find it
speed.
funny.
It's not the whole world that is following speed.
We are talking about, no, but we are talking about the majority.
No,
of people
yes,
that are
I
following
mean
him.
like majority are following, but it's not the whole world that is following him.
But
And
then-
it's not
but you know
everybody
what?
who might find speed funny.
You know what? I've subscribed to his.
Do you know why
this one,
I
but then
followed
It's
Speed?
not. It's not because of being
Do
funny.
you know why I follow speed?
No, no.
It's
Why?
not because he's funny, but because his relationship with football. I'm a football
The
fan.
guy is
I'm coming.
clueless
I'm
on
coming.
football.
I'm coming.
It's only
Oh,
reason
listen.
that know football. He's
That's what I'm
clueless.
saying. He's less of football, but his relationship, because he did things with Manchester United and things. And I was looking at Manchester United videos, and I saw him wearing the jersey and doing something with Cristiano Ronaldo. That was why I followed him, but not because he was funny. He has never been funny since I followed him.
So you've not been following him from.
That's what I'm saying. Something has to draw me to it.
Exactly. So that was what drew you there.
And then, yes, it's not his
being
funny nature.
Is what made him.
No. Not what makes him, but what draws me. That's the question.
You when you hear the name Speed, what comes in mind?
I didn't hear his name. I saw.
Exactly. The guy is the most. He's the most random.
I'm coming. You haven't understood me.
Not funny, but
You haven't understood me. I'm saying that.
Funny.
You have to understand me. I didn't hear Speed. I saw him before I heard of him.
Yeah.
Do you understand? How did I see him? It was in Manchester, I think during the Cristiano Ronaldo time at Manchester United. Something happened. And when I was going through TikTok, I realized that he was standing with Cristiano Ronaldo, like kicking a ball or something. So I just subscribed to his channel because he was wearing a Manchester United jersey and then he was riding along with Cristiano Ronaldo. Before later, these charity matches and things started coming up and his name started coming up. And so, not knowing this guy that I followed is a streamer. Do you get it? So there's something, it might not be necessarily, how funny he is, but something else might draw somebody to him.
So
hold on. So assuming in the beginning of his streaming career, nobody found what he was doing interesting.
Interesting is not funny.
It was funny.
You've not answered the question.
Okay, so listen.
You solved your own problem.
How
interesting things are not funny.
How do you term how he mentions things wrongly? It makes
That's
people laugh.
interesting, but not funny.
KSI also play.
We can now end the show because he has solved the problem himself. That's interesting. That's the way you should have
listen, KSI he reacts to people's streams. So Speed was doing one of these episodes where he used to mention players' names wrongly. He packs them on FIFA and then he mentioned their name wrongly. And then people were laughing. So KSI was like, let me react to this guy. They had never made contact. So when he was reacting to his life, he only reacted to because he found it funny. So he was laughing.
He found it interesting. Use the
He
word
was laughing.
interesting. No, I think
Where's the video?
The
He
word
was laughing.
is interesting.
Hold on.
No, laughing doesn't only testify.
You know what?
I don't understand. No, hold on.
No. Funny don't. No, laughing don't justify funny.
So why
funny
would you laugh?
doesn't just.
Would you laugh because it's interesting? No, it's funny. Then you laugh. That's how it is. He was being funny.
Speed can be funny all the time.
No.
Oh,
If I find
understand
something
me.
like what
Wow.
you are doing excites me, it's interesting, but it's not funny.
Wow.
I'm laughing, all right,
Listen.
but it's not funny. It's
Listen.
interesting.
This is not a laugh. You don't even giggle. You don't even giggle. Yeah. This is a fake laugh.
No. Relax. I want to ask him something.
Okay.
Why are you even basing your argument on only funny?
Funny.
No. So because we are talking about a specific.
No. Relax. Don't you have gamers who also do the live streaming? Are they funny?
I'll mention one for you. His name is Keso, right? He's a fat dude. He plays games all right, but the only thing that will make me go on his live is because when I go there, I will laugh. Why? Tell me, you know why? Hold on, you know why? And that is why.
Not us, but you.
Let me finish.
Sure.
That guy's live stream is all about his followers insulting him. They are calling him names like fat. They are calling him fat. So they are insulting him because of his weight. And then the way he handles that hate, and it makes people laugh. Somebody can insult him and say that, okay, we make a reference to some cartoon that was shown in some many years back. So he'll go and search it and see the name, and then the way he reacts is funny. So his chat will be laughing. So because that they kept on roasting him, and then he kept on reacting to them, and then he was not a big streamer, he was small. Now he became big. They even nominated him for some streamers award and all that. So his chats were violating him, roasting him, and then they all found it funny, and then they kept on doing it.
Streamer who only sleeps. Is sleeping funny? Sleeping is
You
not
don't
funny,
understand.
but I
You cannot classify that and you cannot put that in the same room with humor.
People find that interesting and unique. They feel just sleeping. What is that?
Does that person have a funny personality? No. We are talking about funny comedy. Funny streamers.
You know what? We didn't talk about funny.
What you focus in? Your focus is on people who are funny.
There's no way. okay, see, there's
You
this.
do
this-
fashion,
hold
is
on,
fashion funny?
hold on. The streamers university that they had just happened, right? There's a pastor. He comes there and preach, right? He barely had 1,000 followers until we went to the streamers university, and then they started giving him shout outs until he grew his page. So people were not paying attention to the teaching he was teaching them, because they didn't find anything that would draw them, apart from maybe a few Christians that would be like, okay, I'm going to listen to the word of God from that side.
Is it
It's all about entertainment. It wasn't
funny now.
No,
But then how come he got?
because he went to the streamers university and then they gave him shout outs, and then when the one particular guy gave him a shout out, and then he was crying. He was happy. He's happy that, oh, what's the name? People are now following him. So that one it hit people emotionally, and then they started following him. So that's why he got his what? His
By emotional
virtue.
intelligence.
You
It
don't
wasn't
understand.
funny.
You don't understand what I'm saying. The point I'm trying to draw at is that nobody was minding him until he went to streamers university. You understand? That's the same way most of the successful streamers in America right now, they all started being funny. You don't understand.
Nah,
When you started like that.
hold on.
Where's the-
hold on.
we are making a mistake.
What's I don't know, but then if I'm right, what he's trying to say is you have to get a life. You have to attract people with something.
Of course, we all know that.
No,
we all
and
know
then,
that.
not being
and
funny.
then listen. The
But
way
is it being funny?
they
It's not about being funny.
Majority of the streamers or whatever, you have to start with something.
No, you haven't answered the question. Is it being
start
funny?
with something here, then.
I mean, being funny can sell you.
This can sell you, but being interesting too can sell you. Doing interesting things can sell you.
state some of the
And
interesting.
then-
Hey, hold on.
let's say-
Mention three.
I'm coming.
Three
Let's-
interesting
I'm
things
coming,
that can
I'm
make you
coming,
sell.
I'm coming.
Yes,
Let's
mention.
say a
Just three.
biker.
Three.
Let's say a biker is doing adventurous stuff, dangerous stuff. That can kill him.
People
Okay.
watch.
People are watching.
Now that's
Is
one.
that
Two.
funny?
Now go for two.
And that's what I'm saying. Since
So
there
go
is
for
a
two.
one, no, since
Second-
there is another one, then funny cannot highlight the whole thing.
Second, even the second one can be even culture. You want to show.
That's what we do.
You know,
We are talking about streamers. Oh.
No, relax.
Uh-huh.
You know what? If I'm coming to start streaming right now and then I want to attract foreigners,
You see,
what do you think I'll do?
it wouldn't be fair that you are talking about streamers. People are watching us.
But that's what we are talking
I'm
about.
I'm coming. We are talking about streaming. Streamers stream. You see, let's look at the audience, okay? There are young people watching us because they want to learn something. And what they want to learn is, how can they be streamers? And how can they stream?
Yes.
So if you are saying you are talking about streamers, they have already gotten theirs. But what can these guys do to become streamers? It's not only being funny to say. I'm not disregarding your point. It's part. But being funny is an aspect of content you can create. Being special, you understand? Doing unique things, something that somebody hasn't really done, like sleeping.
So
Somebody
you are
if-
misunderstanding
if-
the whole funny
I'm
point that
coming.
I'm talking about.
Culture.
I only said funny when I was related to a particular type of streamer. I never said that you have to necessarily be
it's
funny.
because do you know
No,
why?
you
It's
related
because-
it to the audience.
You made it
To
you
the
made it a big
audience.
you made it a big deal. That's why we are here.
no,
today.
it's the
You made it a
audience.
big
No.
deal. That is why we are here
It's
right now
not-
talking
you
about
didn't
funny.
relate it to the
No,
streamer,
no,
to the
no.
audience.
You said Ghanaians don't have
Lack
sense
sense
humor.
of humor.
That is what's.
But do we have sense of humor? Do we? No, do we?
You are missing the point. Going back and forth on the point.
No, do we?
No. When you say
You are
Ghanaians
not
don't
helping
have
the
sense of
audience who
humor.
want to learn
It
about
means-
streaming
it
and
means-
to streamers.
It means if Ghanaians don't have sense of humor, why do you think they are most Ghanaians know speed? Since you are saying it's funny,
Because of Ronaldo.
you are saying because of Ronaldo.
It's because of Ronaldo. No, speed.
You see, it means you are saying something else.
Oh, but on a roll, speed don't mean it's serious for 2 minutes.
He can be.
He can't.
He can be.
He can't.
Have you watched this? Have
Of
you
course.
have you been on his live the whole life?
I've
Have you
watched.
seen it
I've
before?
watched. I've watched.
I can't be on it the whole day. I can't be on it the whole day. But sabe 30 minutes. One hour now, me must spend on it. They own me for 2 minutes.
Was it 30 minutes? Is then they
Yeah,
are
30 minutes. You can't be serious for 30 minutes.
there are
No.
videos. There are videos. So Honoma has been serious.
Serious. Speed.
Speed.
Speed is not a serious. No, are you sure?
See. What about Kaisenet?
See, Kaisenat, what Kaisenat does is that he teams his lives. So let's say he's come to play Elden Ring. It's a game. he will theme the live and then play the game for his followers to watch, and then you have people around. He can have some dancers around, like it's just random. You understand? So the fact that he is theming his
because he's being creative. What you are saying?
Being creative.
He doesn't because
doing
he knows
interesting
because
stuff.
he knows.
So why is it that when
he can't be
listen,
funny?
when I exactly because you see, we know Kaisana is not naturally a funny guy. Understand? That's why in the beginning I never even mentioned Kaisana's name because I know that I will not go to Kaisana's live when I want to laugh.
But you said Ghanaians. That is why.
No, but when we are at Kaisana because you have brought us there.
No, we are talking about Ghanaian streaming.
Yes,
You
and
understand?
then
And we are talking about Ghanaians not having a sense of humor.
kept the
Hey,
way.
let me
Listen,
tell you,
that's listen to me.
I'm a Ghanaian.
So you're fighting for yourself.
Of course.
Okay, I get your point. I get your point. You're fighting for yourself.
Yeah, of course. I have to. I don't really know about
you have to
someone, but
understand.
yeah, sure. Okay.
You see, you.
You are just misunderstanding my.
I
whole thing.
didn't misunderstand
No,
you.
you are misunderstanding me because
No, no.
I was
No,
talking
I
about.
didn't. It's not fair to say I misunderstand you.
So
I've understood you.
Time
All
also.
right, all right,
I was
all
this.
Come on here, then the time no
Forget
so.
forget time. then.
So it's just unfortunate. Say you don't have much time, and just Ankadi I was say it's me. But then give the viewers your last words. Basically on whatever you can just summarize everything and then just.
So in Ghana, if you want to be successful as like on social media, you just have to be different. You
And
find
be
a
funny.
way. Yeah.
Oh.
You can be funny too.
Yeah, I'm just adding on.
Oh yes,
Oh, yeah,
oh
yeah, yeah.
yes, you can be funny depending on
sure.
the kind of content you create.
Okay.
If you want to be a comedian, you have to be funny. Or let's say sometimes you make sure to incorporate different types of
Add some
styles
humor
in
to
whatever.
it, sure.
Yes, in whatever you're doing. You understand?
You're stepping on my bros neck.
Oh
I'm just complimenting.
So talk to them.
yes.
Talk to them.
So like me, using me as an example, I started fashion, and I only wanted to be different. So I started wearing vintage clothes. You understand? That is how come people were able to notice me. Even though people were hating me, some found it. What's the name? They said I was wearing rubbish and stuff. But I mean, the hate also fueled my engagement. You understand? So if you want to be successful on social media, you don't copy what everybody's doing. You can be yourself, but be different. Like study the market. Be
original.
Yeah. If you want, sometimes if you want to be original, so you can be unoriginal. Yes.
Yeah, original
Just
also,
yes.
unoriginal also.
Study the code, how people are doing it. You understand? And then move aside from that side, right? And then do it like that. It definitely go viral. Once they hate it, you succeed. When there's hate, there's success. I don't like you in Ghana. That is how it is.
You know what? One day I can just decide to start streaming and I'll say, okay, when I start streaming, I'll just go to Ashawo joints. I'll just be talking to them and then me deep price and only there. Did you know people watch?
Yes, they watch.
It's
It's
funny?
different.
It's not funny. It's not funny. But then it's different. It's different.
It's because of the
And
type
it's
of niche
interesting.
that you chose.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, into Lanka, what I said, niche, no. Then
No, we are talking about a particular type of streamer. That is why I said funny. That is, you people are just generalizing as I'm
That is
talking
how-
You said
about.
That is
funny
how-
about
Yeah.
the streamer, but I'm not the streamer's audience. But you said Ghanaians don't have sense of
Because we're talking about a funny streamer.
humor. But you said Ghanaians.
But then it's not the person is in Ghana. So should I say I'm Nigerians? What should I say?
So just give the audience your last words.
All right, I'll talk about parenting. Parents have a very big role to play regarding the next generation and how they would understand and accept streaming. Parents have to develop the creativity of their kids. They have to make their kids understand that being creative is money. Being creative develops passion. Passion develops skill. Skill gives you money. So if you make your children fear creativity and they are more or less like, hey, religious and superstition, hey, and you put some fear in the children and they don't explore their creativity, they will not be funny. Yeah. And nobody will watch them. Yeah. Right.
Daniel, Charlie.
So me, my own. I'll
The camera and even your own, yeah.
Charlie, I'll attack the network providers. You people, you have a big role to play in this because see, I'm not gonna say we have network beer or that's what 3G, bro. The better than they streaming 3G. That is all I have to say.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, this is where we bring the show to an end. So we are starting it here. We will continue giving you more episodes. This is not the first one. This will not be the last. And then I would say that with this streaming, live streaming, and all that, is a big market. When we are able to explore this live streaming very well, we are going to make lots of money. There's money on the internet, you understand? And then our parents play a key role, and then the society also plays a key role in whatever we do. That's mindset of trying to bring down people who are trying to be creative with whatever they are doing, and then also yes, we too for no now too. Your friend is saying, your friend, you can't say. We too a crowd for now today. So the main part is say, if you are also creating content, make sure you are creative. Maybe Jimmy or your friend is saying, you can do these things to make money. But then when you go online and Jimmy Sana, it even discourages your parents. You understand? If when you have a skill, there's, I don't know, but then there are so many things you can do on the internet and make money. You understand? And the TikTok, if you baller than they do for the trends near the idea, then people they shake them ass and things, they make sense. You understand? That is why it makes it difficult for people to say, okay, let me go and watch this guy's live stream and all that. I've seen Chef the Wave. I've seen Made in Ghana. You said you've not seen him, but I've seen Made in Ghana. You understand? And then Made in Ghana is trying to penetrate the Nigerian market. That is his focus. When you say Ghana for no, they know the support. So that being focus. That be why Pella come. Then they try. You see the time where then Pella as Pella come. Shatta invite them. Then one of the first people then did the airport there. Then they wait for Pella. You understand? Then one day they make the Nigerians see then at least come then do this one. But then there are so many ways of handling this streaming thing. You get. Yeah. If you know you want to start streaming, that means you have to make it a career, like the way other people have made it.
You don't know how to break the code. There's a code on TikTok. There's a way you go about all these things. Kev the Wave creates content, and he has other accounts clipping his live streams and posting. So he's abusing us with his content. So person
yeah, so the more people see, the more they
understand. That's why I say I've never come across made in Ghana. I never seen.
It means he's not doing it right.
Yeah.
So yes, my name is Loki. This is Let's Cook. We bring this show to an end. This is show no guy friend is off the mic. Charlie, I say off the mic. Why I'm really